what is your favorite character that you've played?
I think I liked most of all, I enjoyed the awful Las Vegas hotel owner in
Yeah.
Rat Race with the teeth.
Yes, yes.
I find that strangely liberating.
Donald Sinclair, I think his name was.
So now, more recent events. You have a lovely podcast called.
Sure.
How did that go promotion-wise? Was it more difficult to have, a vulgar name? So, considering all that, do you prefer to play villains, considering you're very good at it?
Well, I prefer to play characters that are complete. It turns out in the last couple of years, I've had these villain roles that seem to have a great background and history to them that I can expand upon. Certainly after Breaking Bad and now moving into Better Call Saul's 6th season and final, I think about doing other things. Yeah, but I do enjoy the villain. Ever since I saw a movie called Public Enemy, a Jimmy Cagney movie years ago, I went, top of the world, ma. Yeah, he's very exciting, very unpredictable, and that's what the kind of villainous characters are have the possibility to display.
So, with all that in mind, about how much money would you say the charity as a whole has raised for people who need help?
Well, here's important, Jack, and I want your listeners or your viewers to understand this. We're all volunteer, so we have our 501c3. We've been designated from the IRS as an actual charity. But we still have net costs. People want hoodies, they want mugs, we have to pay for the flights for the celebrities, the hotel bill, the whole 9 yards. So we have to pay for that. So when we say we're all volunteer and we don't take any money for ourselves, people think that all the money that comes in goes to the families. And I just want to make sure that we're completely transparent with that.
Of course.
And I think people respect that. At the end of the day, though, we have raised and donated over $300,000 to families in need. And that's all done on a volunteer basis. And that does not include, things of helping out families for Christmas, food, toys, electronic equipment, things like that. So we've done a really, really good job. I'm very, very proud of the people. So
what is more fun to voice, like a low, wise person or a dark, menacing presence?
I always say the difference between Iroh and Aku, and it's literally the same voice because it's Mako. When I am doing Iroh, I am doing Iroh for film. This is Iroh for a movie. It's very down. Whereas when you do Aku is for the stage. He is saying to the balcony. And that is the difference between it.
What is your preference, at least nowadays, versus live acting versus voice acting?
Oh dear, I love them both, you see, because I started in radio. There's something about radio that appeals to me. So voice acting I like very much. Also, the people doing it are often like Shrek people. They know what they're doing, which is a tremendous help. But the wonderful thing about stage acting, of course, is it's so real. You do something and they laugh. If you tell a joke at dinner or people laugh, everybody feels good.
Right, you get a more genuine reaction versus just standing in a room trying to just...
That's right.
Yeah.
There's a real intimacy when people laugh together, and that's a lovely feeling, and I think it's very healthy for human beings, because there's a lot of people not happy about it.
Of all the characters you voiced, which do you think is most like your personality?
I'd say probably Babu, because sometimes I feel sweet and nice, and sometimes I feel pretty hardcore.
I wanted to start out saying you and I have something very special in common.
Go ahead.
You and I are both Pennsbury graduates.
Stop it! All right, look, you're so young. I wonder, do I even know? Who did you have? Give me some of your teachers.
I'm in Pennsylvania.
Whereabouts?
Are you familiar with Bucks County?
Yeah.
Born and raised right here.
Okay. Here, we'll start with that. I grew up in Montgomery County, and I briefly had property in Bucks County in Kintnersville. You know where that is?
Oh yes, actually, my very first game ever was actually Batman Arkham Asylum.
Isn't that awesome?
It's so good.
Game.
I know. I'm really proud of the games. Really proud of the games.
You in? Looks like, are you in a room or a casket or something? What is that?
Oh, it's like a little room divider.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is it?
It's a nice, calm background. Now, just before we run out of time, I just wanted to say also, about 10 years ago, I joined a Halo Red versus Blue clan, and my closest friends I still talk to this day are because of Rooster Teeth in general. And I would not be the person I am today without Rooster Teeth.
That is a very, very sweet thing to hear, Jack. And man, thanks so much for sharing that with me.
Well, if you dyed your hair blonde, you could play Rocky.
I think he has a point, honestly.
If you look for the light, you can often find it. If you look for the dark, that is all you will ever see.
Growing up, Rat Race was one of my favorite comedies.
So pleased. I'm so pleased. I love it.
So for those who might be unaware of what the Brawl Walk would be, would you mind giving a lovely visual?
Of course. Imagine, if you will, a 55-year-old man being dressed in drag.
So, did you ever keep any souvenirs from the show?
You mean, did I steal stuff? Yeah.
Well, hey, sometimes they give stuff you don't know. They're like
No, they gave me all kinds of cool stuff. They gave me the original thinking chair because it broke. And they're like, you want it? I'm like, yeah, I want it. So I still have that in my house, and it's like destroyed because every kid that's ever come to visit me, all of my friends' kids, have like sat and like spilled ketchup on it, and so it's all messed up. And then I had a dog for 9 years, and my dog took one look at that chair and was like, oh, that's mine. And it was so cute that I couldn't disallow it. I was like, okay, fine. So it's all beat up, but I love it. It's not super comfortable, right? It isn't. Like, if you're sitting in it normal, it's not very comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But if you get in it this way, it's pretty good.
If you you're deep in thought or chilling out,
Yeah,
or
you
if you're
throw
just
your
like,
leg up, like
my
somebody said,
throne.
Like somebody said today, like Jack Sparrow style. That's where it's comfortable. They gave me the original notebook, and I did not ask, but took 3 shirts on the way off.
Did you keep any mementos or any souvenirs from the set of The Office?
I'm sitting here now looking at a Dunder Mifflin coffee cup from the first season. I see my bobblehead is up here on my mantle. I've got, what else is up in here? I think in the box somewhere I've got a drinking bottle. I've got a couple of pairs of shoes that I wore on there because they don't have backs on them, and I can just stick my feet in and go. But I didn't keep any of the clothes because they were from Sears and JC.